Houston.
Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap
between the Washington Commanders
and the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Start on the ground with Pierce.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Play action now. Mills. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, Gibson. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
They'll go play action. Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First down, how to throw. This one left side caught by Gibson.
And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
A give running right, Gibson.
Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They go play action with Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And they're using that in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. Here's another one right there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Gibson.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Gets this out quickly to Dodson.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Gibson.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Calling no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest play.
He's got a man, complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A first down throw for Mills. An unlucky number here. A loss of 13 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now Mills. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty. Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan from 6 yards away. And the Texans have moved out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Faking the handoff. Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On first down, Howell. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. For the play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. On the move to his left. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. There he goes left side. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Jordan. 3 yards
loses the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
On play action, Mills.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
2nd down. Howell now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Mills.
Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Howell throwing on 1st down here.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here's another interception. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Oh! they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
He completes it. They've got a first down. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Texans will extend their lead on the final play of the half.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the 22, Powell. And my goodness, another interception. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Mills. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
To throw, Mills.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And does Washington have it? They do.
A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Howell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On 2nd and inches, Powell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd.
Got his target, Samuel.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Throwing here, Howell. And returns it right back to Samuel.
And some room to roam now.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as Pierce has it knocked loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Mills on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Howell. Out left to Dotson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now they go play action with Howell.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Commanders have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They go play action. Mills.
Slide. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Mills throw there into the hands of Ross.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Looking to throw is Mills.
And that will be incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And that'll be complete to the running back Gibson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And some room to maneuver.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
First down, right back to Gibson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
And this is going to be intercepted. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. This is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ballgame, and he's got a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
A first down throw for Mills.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Jordan. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Mills.
And it's caught. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Now Mills on the bootleg.
Rolling to his right. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another throw there for Mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. Gets this to Gibson.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he stopped immediately there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Howell.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter play.
Okay, I'm not sure you can actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Powell to throw. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it up.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they